Coach.
How you guys doing?
We were just talking about Jeff Thomas a little bit, and Dan was talking about how good he thinks he can be. What have your impressions been, and how do you get that out of him?
Jeff has tons of tools. He really does. Talent-wise, athletic ability-wise, he's up there. He's fast. He's quick. He has a good frame to him. With our offense, with what we do, you got to be detailed in what you do, and he's continuing to learn the skill part of the position, the detail part of the position. We don't have an offense where you just run to an area or try to find an open spot. You really do have to understand who you're attacking, understand what the defense is trying to do in order for you to really maximize what this offense can do. And so his ability is high. There's a lot of guys that have their ability is pretty high. We just got to continue to work the skill part of the position.
You guys, we don't obviously get to see all the practices. We've seen a lot of drops from some of the guys.
Yeah.
Are there certain things you're working with as far as hand
position?
Yeah,
I mean, the obvious one, there's going to be drops. Okay?
Yeah.
But the frustrating part for me and for our group is certain hand position on certain catches. When you don't have your hands out at a certain angle or a certain way, you don't maximize your catch radius. And so there's some guys that are turning their hands over when they should not be turning their hands over. It's not a low ball, it's a ball out in front, but they're not putting their hands together or thumbs together. Simplistic way, balls up high, your thumbs are together, balls down low, your pinkies are together. Very, very simplistic way of coaching. And so we're not getting some of our hand placement right. And like a lot of things, some habits are hard to break. They may have done it for a long time that way, and it had not been stressed. Yes, you can be successful catching the ball with poor hand placement, but if you want to be 10 out of 10, if you want to be an elite ball catcher, you've got to have your hand placement the right way in order to give yourself a chance.
So you've had to, I'm guessing, work with a lot of these guys.
We're stressing it, and as you see right now, we've got guys on the jug machine. We need to get more guys out there on the jug machine. I'm encouraging them to work on your craft. Usain Bolt could come out here, and everybody knows he's probably going to run a go route. But what will he look like if he runs a comeback? What will he look like if he runs a dig route? I don't know, because the skill part of the game, you got hours and hours you got to work on it. And so, absolutely, hand placement. We're talking it, we're repping it, we're motivating in a push-up type of way when you do have bad hand placement.
Taylor, where is Mark Pope in his development? Obviously, came here as a highly ballet kid.
Yeah, Mark, physically, he's very gifted, extremely gifted. He's fast, he's quick, he actually catches the ball pretty naturally. The biggest thing for him is the learning curve, understanding. Our offense is complex. It's complex in the way it sounds, but it is very simple once you get it, once you understand the foundation of it. And so, what's good with him is he's up for the challenge. He's doing some extra things to make sure that he can learn it the way that he needs to learn it, so that when he goes out there, and I know you've heard Coach Enos talk about it quite a bit, when you know what to do, you play fast. And when you play fast, you play your best. And so we're trying to get him self-sufficient, where he's out there in the huddle, he can hear everything and be confident with what he's doing. Because it's not just a signal, maybe in years past it's been just a signal that they've had to learn. Now they truly have to learn how to hear. Quarterback's got to speak it. We got to hear it. We got to decipher what it means, and then we got to act accordingly. Let's do two more.
Hey, we had a chance to catch up with KJ earlier in the spring.
Yeah.
As you're working with these young guys, and maybe they're dealing with the struggles, like you said, of making the technical changes. How much does it help to have a veteran in there that can help, kind of maybe like provide them some encouragement and be there and be that presence, to that young group?
It's great to have KJ around. No matter if you're older, if you're a freshman, or if you're a sophomore, or a grad transfer, if you just have the desire to be the best that you can be, then you're going to take coaching. And so Osborne, he's been been through it a little bit. He's at the point in his career where it's no longer about how many stars he was out of high school. It's not about, you know, how much promise he has. This is his last year of playing, and he wants to be the best that he can be. And so when somebody wants to be the best that they can be, I mean, I remember as a player, when you heard Drew talk, when you just heard him talk, you were just like, okay, I'm going to listen, because I'm sure that what he's going to say is going to help me get better. When some of the guys, when Michael Irvin comes back, or some of the older guys that come back that play here, and if there's something that they can teach you, if you want to be your best, you just want to hear it and absorb it all. And so getting these guys to understand that their athletic ability's here, but right now our skill level's here. If we can match it, you have a chance to be an absolute elite player here at the U, and then you can go on to your career in the National Football League, and you can be absolutely elite there, because once your physical ability goes down a little bit, your skill still stays high. It allows you a few more years in the National Football League.
What have your impressions been of Evidence?
You know, I'm going to continue to challenge Evidence. Evidence has a tremendous amount of talent. We got to make sure that he has a sense of urgency about his development. And I know that there are times that he absolutely wants to be the best, and there are some times where we have to motivate him to be the best. So he's improving. I know that, you know, I know that he's been maybe a little bit banged up, and so he's been trying to battle back with that. But